welcome to the
Hnm
Hnm Podcast.
Podcast.
This is me, Heck, and Marv. To my left.
Go ahead, brother.
There we go.
God damn, son. How you doing, man? We just came back from the Bobby Lee live show, man. How you feel about that show?
Believe it or not, it was very good. It was very, how can I tell you? It was more like us. He has the same kind of comedy that we try to do.
Yeah, man, like real dirty.
I connected very well. It's dirty as
Fucking
shit,
nasty.
You know? And believe it or not, it just how can I tell you? It just hits a nerve, you know?
Right? Hey, can you do me a favor? Turn the volume down on the TV a little bit. The volume. You got the control? Where's the control of the TV? Can you turn the volume down a little bit, Ler? Yeah, man, this motherfucker nasty with it. I thought that shit was hilarious, though.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
His show's hilarious, man.
And I got nothing against, like, the people that, like, you know, they open for people, but, like, hey, man, they got to do a better job finding
Yeah,
people.
you know what? But that's the thing about an opener. You know, like an opener for a comedian show is like you're
make
getting
them
your
feel
getting your
like-
feet on you're getting your feet underneath you. So we get into experience a new comedian that's kind of learning how to do it,
Yeah.
and that's kind of interesting. To see how they're doing, like how they're trying to do comedy. Yeah, that girl, I forget what's her name. Does anybody know her name?
No.
Nope. I think we all
thought
forgot
you
her
was
name.
Bobby Lee's cousin.
Yeah, it looked like Bobby Lee, little cousin, right? That's racist, but fuck
You
it.
don't hear me?
That could be it. Yeah, we hear you.
Emily? Nah.
Nah. Anyways.
But I mean, yeah, I can hear you. It might have been Michelle or something. But the second dude behind him, the second opener, Billy, Big Dick Bill. He fucking hilarious, man. He was geeking me up about the fish shit, especially for me because I'm a fish guy. I was like, man, this dude is speaking right to me.
When he started talking about cocaine, I was like, oh shit.
All right, blow.
It's like bloat.
Yeah. Scoot your mic up a little bit.
You think so, Marv?
Yeah, I feel like
You think
this
that's
is
what
new
it-
to us, guys. We're trying to do something else, but
We trying to entertain y'all?
yeah, I broke the mic
Switching it
stand
up.
for my mic, so yeah.
No, don't lie. You broke my mic.
I broke your mic stand.
But he's
so I
such
gotta
a
do it.
gentleman that he gave me his.
I'll give you yours.
And
Because
that's
you know
fine.
what? Fuck it. That's what we do. Partner shit. But yeah, man, this shit was fucking real entertaining, man. It's real entertaining to watch a comedy show. I haven't seen one in a while. And to see one like real live,
Yeah,
like
that's what
especially Bobby Lee, a fucking legend,
No,
been
he's
in there for
good,
like
he's
20
good.
years.
Yeah.
It's just fucking real interesting to see.
Mad TV,
Mad
He
TV.
was real funny.
It was
Yeah,
real
he was.
funny.
He had me laughing
La-
so
last
hard.
came out, he was
last
funny
time
as
I was
shit.
at the Arlington Draft House, we saw Steve-O.
Yeah.
That was great. Also.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Do you guys remember any parts from there? Like, not to give their bits out, but
Well, he put a table on his nose.
he used to be like a
and
little
that was-
like what do you call like a stunt guy, right?
Yeah.
Before he did Jackass.
I mean, yeah.
I seen his special on HBO. I think my HBO or Showtime, where I seen his special and he was talking about that shit, and he balanced the ladder on his nose like a 16-foot ladder.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
on
think
his
he did
HBO
a
special.
ladder,
No, but
I
on
think
the-
he did a table, an arch.
Yeah, but on the
He did a
HBO
table.
special, he balanced like a 16-foot ladder.
Yeah. No, he's a very talented guy. And this is what I love about comedians, that they speak what comes out that people are afraid to say.
Yeah.
You know,
what?
So they got
Yeah.
balls in one sense, because most people be like, that's kind of funny. I know you guys sometimes.
But instead of saying it, they like
No, yeah, but let me say this.
it makes
though,
you laugh inside. Yeah, I'm sorry.
How many times you've been in the car, you've been at work or going to work or whatever you're doing, and you say the funniest shit or you do the funniest shit, right?
But
nobody's there to see it, right?
But I think
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's just like, they were there to see him. But what I'm trying to tell you is that everybody's funny in their own ways. Everybody just has to find their inner funniness. And the reason why I say that is because it's just like, as humans, we need that.
But we need to really like let go of all these
Yeah. Or
like little boundaries, all these little
the boundaries are there
like,
because other people
all these
don't
social
fuck with them.
like all these social things that we hold to ourselves
Yeah.
that make people so uncomfortable to speak about,
Yeah.
which we really all think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we all really think about. That's why I really appreciate like a real comedian, because they'll speak about that shit and they'll really talk about it. and they'll
That's
put it
why,
out
that's
there.
why the people that thought about it laughed because
Yeah.
they didn't have the balls to say it.
Did you notice there was a lot of people in the audience, Lur? Did you notice a lot of people in the audience, even behind us, that weren't laughing as hard as we were? Because I feel like they're like, oh, we can't laugh at that because it's so, yeah, because we can't laugh at that because it's so inappropriate. Man, you're at a fucking comedy show. Let loose. You're allowed to laugh at that shit. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck we're doing here, so we could like feel free and laugh about that shit. It's such a fucking weird thing when you see people go to a comedy show and not laugh.
Yeah, nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Towards the beginning, I wasn't laughing, but none of that shit was hitting me, you know?
Really? Yeah, no, I could tell from the first girl, she wasn't that funny.
Yeah, but
And then I could tell
I
that,
mean, she tried.
I don't know, man, you laughed at some pretty sick shit.
I think
You
we're
laughed
all
at
sick.
necrophilia.
I think
You
we're
laughed
all
at some
sick.
dead people shit. What was that about?
We're all sick, dude.
Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, man, you laughed at some pretty weird shit.
Okay, I didn't.
Nah,
know
but
you
then you would get like those good laughs. Like I got a lot of good laughs. Like I love comedy. I'm a big comedy fan, and I love just listening to comedy. I like the concept that the way that comedians speak about something that we all think about, but they put it in a way that we think about it, but we're not able to vocalize it. You know, so
I mean, we can vocalize it. The problem is that
That we can't
don't
do it
care.
as-
We don't care about it.
well, we don't do it as funny as they can. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
Like I could tell you a story about my day
Marv.
and like some dumb shit,
yeah.
and I wouldn't make it as funny as a real comedian would. So yeah, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what I'm trying to say is that we're all funny in our own ways. The difference is, it's just like there's some people that are willing to put it out there, and some people that are not.
Yeah.
Like, for example, me, you know, like I'm serious when I have to, and I'm funny when I have to be too. But I'm mostly funny just because I love it. It's like, to be honest with you, me making myself laugh or listening to somebody doing some dumb shit is what keeps me going. And,
Yeah.
And the reason it keeps me going is because it's just like somebody was willing to put it out there. You know what I mean? Something funny, hilarious, and they didn't go fuck and did it. You know? I'm all about that. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm the kind of guy that could be getting pulled over for a DUI, but I'm finding something funny about it.
Yeah.
If I'm fucked, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? I try to find the most fun in everything. You know what I mean? And I think that's what keeps all of us young, and that's what keeps all of us relevant in a way, because we all laugh at the same shit if you think about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, some jokes are a little bit different than others, but yeah, shit. You know? Yeah, everybody just gotta keep laughing, you know, and not be so serious, because the way things are, it's just like in society, there's so much competition, at least in the workplace, that everybody wants to keep it serious and shit. But let's be honest here. We all gotta do what makes us feel good, and makes us feel good is laughing. Laughter is what makes people feel good.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
that's a big reason why we
You
got
know?
it.
And I love it, you know? I fucking love it.
Yeah, but that's
I don't give a fuck if I make $1 a year, but if I can laugh my ass off every day, I'll be the most happiest man ever, man.
yeah. But
You
you
know
know,
what I mean?
I think that's a big reason why we got into what we're doing right here is the podcast, because we want to make people laugh, you know, and we want to make people feel like life don't gotta be so goddamn serious.
It isn't.
Do you have that remote?
No, I don't.
But we don't have to make shit so fucking serious, you know? Like, life is already serious enough. And with us, you know, with the world, everybody makes this shit so goddamn serious. You can't hear nothing? No? I'm sorry. Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Everybody makes things so goddamn serious. And we already talked about this shit. Like, everybody's so fucking hypersensitive now about every fucking thing. I don't think we should talk about it anymore. But goddamn, man, this fucking comedy show, man, this show is fucking hilarious.
It was pretty good.
Man, I'm so happy that we went.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Hey, man, don't worry about it, man. H&M, we gotta do what we gotta do, man.
But you know, it's just like what I say, you know, like laughter is being healthy.
Do me a favor. Get a little bit
I
close.
don't like it like that. I feel like I'm about to suck a dick or something.
But, you know, I can barely hear you in my headphones.
Well, laughter is healthy, dude. The more you laugh, the better life you have. If you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a party. Everybody looks forward to that party, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're only going to that party because they want something out of that party.
It's a fun time, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're looking for that fun
You're
time.
looking for that fun time.
How many times have you gone to a party?
But you don't need a party to have that fun time.
Nah, but
You
it's the
can have
people
your
that are
own
in that
fun
party.
time within yourself.
But how many times have you been like, oh, who's going?
I never say that
I
because I don't
do.
give a fuck.
I do
I
because
just want to have a good time myself. Like, dude, I can have a good time with myself. Not to be cocky or whatever, but I look for the dumbest shit to make myself laugh. You know what I mean? And I think that's why me and you started this podcast. Because me and you will look for the dumbest shit. Well, yeah, we might have been fucked up or whatever, but hey, we're looking for the funniest shit so that we can laugh at. You know what I mean?
for sure.
And I think that's what it's all about. Laughing with the people that you care about. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have your best laughs with the people that care about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to have it with random people here and there, but that just adds to it. It adds to it in the sense that, like, damn, I feel good. You know what I mean? It's better than living off depression. Like, you know, it's funny because in that show, they were talking a lot about depression, you know?
They were.
And they were making it a funny thing.
would-
And believe it
yeah.
or not, they're helping people out because there's some people that want to kill themselves.
Yeah, but there's some people that go, you know, to just go.
You
I'm
know?
pretty sure there was one or two people that in that comedy show. I don't know, you know, but there have been dealing with depression and probably gone to that show. And be like,
I've dealt to it too. When I lost my first business, I was 26 years old. This was 3 years ago. I'm 29 now. When I lost my first business, it was very dramatic for me because, you know, I'm Hispanic and you know, people, when you fail in our society, it looks bad. Like you failed, like fuck, you know what I mean?
But it looks,
And what comes from it attacks you and shit, and you never want to say nothing that you failed. You know, you're gonna always make a lie up or, oh no, this or that. You
it's
know what
because
I mean?
embarrassment, right? You feel like
The
embarrassed.
embarrassment will kill you
Yeah.
because everybody told you from the beginning. Because you gotta understand that when you have a good idea, supposedly people tell you, oh no, don't do that. The negative people, right? And then when you actually do fail, those people same will be like, yeah, I told you too. So you want to say it. You don't want to say it. You know what I mean?
See, but those negative people that tell you that shit, that's the people that you need to get away from.
No, I get it. But the problem is sometimes it's like you're near family. You can't get away from them. You gotta understand
See, even
that,
those
Marv.
family you gotta get away from because
No, sometimes you can't
because
get
they're
away
saying
from
that-
it. Because sometimes it's your own parents.
yeah. Well,
You
you
gotta
see,
understand that.
that's kind of fucked up. When your parents say you're not gonna do good.
I get that, but I'm not speaking towards myself fully. But sometimes it's your own family, siblings, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, whatever, or your aunt, your uncle, whatever it is, right? But you know what? I'm man enough to admit that I failed my first business, and I failed my first business in the sense that, yes, I could have said, okay, Uber was taking over, people didn't want to pay my party buses, whatever. But I could be honest with myself, and the honesty really is just that I was getting way too fucked up.
Can I just
To
say,
control
you
the
think really,
business.
you think Uber really had an effect on your business? Because I feel like your business is outside of Uber. Even though-
No, it falls under the transportation. Like, for example, why
But people still pay
The
for
way-
party buses, bro.
they do, but it's not as much as they used to.
Like with less
Yeah.
services like that around.
Yeah, because think about it. You're gonna pay $1,500 for a party bus, or you're gonna get 4 Ubers, and then 4 people are just gonna go with that Uber. And most of the time, it's just one person paying for it. So the other 3 people ride for free, right? So it's just like, okay,
When you're in high
well,
school, now don't nobody ride for free. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I get that. I get
I
that.
think-
But at the same time, though, like I could blame it on that, or I could blame it that I was a fucking raging alcoholic at the time. I would drink every
really that
fucking
bad?
day. I would drink every fucking day.
Why was that? Why do you think that was that? Because
I
you thought you
think-
were on top of the world?
I thought
Or
I was
'cause
on top. No, I
or
didn't.
because it was stress.
Well,
Like
the stress
under-
from
like-
the business,
like
yes.
stress. Like I've felt the stress with myself.
I dealt with the stress of the business, and I also love to get fucked up. But at the same time, though, I didn't fail because, you know, of that whole Uber shit. I failed because in my mind, I was a failure.
You weren't. You were,
I
no.
wasn't right.
I don't think you were. You thought
I
yourself
tried.
was a
I
failure.
tried.
I think you let the reins go. Like as I said, like you let the reins go because you thought everything was all good, so you kind of let go and let everything go. You know what I mean? You try to let the business control itself
No, yeah,
instead of
and
you
no,
controlling the
no.
business.
But it wasn't just that, Marv. It was the fact that I was also involved into other businesses at the time, and you also gotta understand that when you start off and you're not rich, you gotta do everything
Well, you
yourself.
have to. Well,
You know what I mean?
when you
You
say
gotta
that
do
like that,
everything yourself. And
well, you have to.
I thought that I could run multiple businesses at the same time
Fuck
simultaneously,
no.
and at the same time I was a full on drunk. Are you fucking serious? I was as positive as they come, but that will never lead to anything good. If you guys have a dream and there's something you guys want to do, I suggest you do that one thing and that one thing
Well,
only.
just you gotta be all the way in.
Cause yeah, you
But you
gotta
gotta be all the
in.
way in. You can't have a foot out.
Yeah, no.
And you can't have your foot in
No,
everybody else.
you
Especially
definitely
when you're
can't.
trying to.
You definitely can't, and that's why I've been successful in the car business. I've been successful in the car business for the simple reason that I've been doing that since I was 17 years old. So I been doing that because I love it. You know, whether I fail or I don't fail, it's it's in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because once I failed in the limousine business, I went back and I looked at it like, what the fuck? Why did I fail? You know? Yeah, I could blame it on the drinking. Yeah, I can blame it on the Uber. I can blame everybody in the whole fucking world. But the fucking truth is, it's just that I went back to doing what I've always done in my life.
I think you just
And maybe
And I
it wasn't
wanna
for
get
me to be that. Maybe I can come back to it later on in life.
Yeah.
But I went back to my roots,
let
and
me-
that was selling cars.
Let me but let me and we're gonna get off this subject real quick.
Yeah, we should.
Because it's just it's a real serious subject.
But I went through
with the
just to tie people up to what we're talking about. Is just I went through that depression because of all that stress. So we should all try to look for something to make us happy.
Well, there's two things I'm gonna say about that. When you're dealing with a business, especially when you're dealing, and I'm gonna talk to everybody here, if you're dealing with a business and you're serious about that business, you gotta be all the way in. There's no halfway in. I'm gonna let somebody else deal with it. I'm gonna let I'm gonna try to let the business run itself.
You
No,
can do
hold on,
that,
hold
but
on,
when you
hold on.
have capital,
No, hold on.
when you're doing it on
Hold
your own,
on,
you can't.
Hold on.
I wanted to sing you with
No,
that.
hold on. When you're first starting off that business, you have to be all the way in. It's your business. You have to establish certain standards and certain things that you want that business the way it runs. And then once you have that established, then you can continue on with that. And you have people running your business. And another thing, stress. Stress is a real fucking serious thing. If you don't pay attention to certain signs about stress, and even you may not think that you're stressed, but there's certain things that 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 deal with stress, and it may be like loss of sleep, or even like little things, loss of hunger, or you're eating too much. You got to deal with that. And if you don't deal with it, then you're gonna fuck yourself. All right. So and let's get off of that because that's real serious. We'll talk about that on another day. But yeah, man.
It's crazy.
So-
We were talking about this today, Marv, but we're all about interviewing other people, but we never interview ourselves.
Go ahead. You want to interview me?
No, we can. We're gonna
Okay.
say that to the next podcast
We
because I
can,
feel
but
like
I just feel like man, I feel like this kind of is an interview podcast right now.
yeah.
Where you told me all this stuff, man, and you told me all your negatives. You told me all the negative things that happen with you, and I think you just came to certain things that have to come with stress and your first business. That's your first business.
It wasn't really my first business, but it was my first real business.
Yeah, but it's
meaning
your-
that I had a lot to lose on the line.
Well, let me get this out. It's your first business, and you kind of reverted back to this place of comfort within yourself, where it became like drinking all the time, and that's the way you dealt with your stress. And and I seen you there. I saw you there, and so to to say the least, yeah, you just reverted back to a place where you felt a certain comfort, and I've done it myself, and I've done it with like breakups, like with a breakup will fuck you up, and you'll revert back to that certain place where you felt happiness, and that might be when you were drunk or when you might under a certain substance, and you want to feel that, you want to kind of forget about the stresses in your life, and you might revert back to that, and then you tend to fucking abuse that. You abuse that happiness. But yeah. Let's get off this subject. I feel like it's super serious right now, dude. But Bobby Lee, man, back to Bobby Lee, back to comedian.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I want to talk about something because, man, I haven't seen a comedy show in a while. And I'm big into comedy. I listen to a lot of comedy, but Bobby Lee has no specials out. He has nothing out. He has nothing where you can kind of see what he's
okay. I didn't want to talk about too much about this, but you're right. It's more like it's him.
Yeah, it is him, and that's why I was so happy to go see him. Like I was really pumped up to go see Bobby Lee, and I was not let down by anything. Even his lap dance in the end of his show, and I want to give away his show. I don't want to give it away no bits because that's his show and that's how he makes money. But, goddamn, I was so happy. I'm so happy with his show, Like, I'm super happy with his show because he blew past my expectations of his show. And even with his openers, I'm laughing at his openers, I'm laughing at that. Even the girl that you guys didn't think was funny, I was laughing, man. I was laughing because you know what?
It just shows that you're very serious about it.
Yeah, I love comedy. Even the little dumb jokes that nobody was laughing at, I was laughing at because I find the funny in that. I try to find the funny in it.
I didn't, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's just me. I love comedy. I'm a big comedy fan. I love comedy. Like even like I told you, like on like for my birthday, man, I want to go out to fucking California and just hit the comedy scene.
And we're gonna do that. And
Hm's
gonna be in California.
Like Monday through Friday, or at least Monday through Thursday.
We're gonna take all of our equipment
and then just hit up the comedy strip and just hit up all the little comedy shows out there and you try to take it all in,
And we will.
And that's what I really want to do for my birthday. Like last year, like a couple years ago, I was trying to drive out to Ohio to go see Joey Diaz. Like if you see my shirt, this is my favorite comedian, Joey Diaz. He's, I was going out to Ohio and I was trying to go see him, but I didn't make it. But that's what my goal is right now is to just try to go out there and see him, and even if I see him and like a little comedy show like that, That's I just love comedy, man.
Sounds good. Questions with LER.
Yeah, let's do questions with LER before. I mean, it's been a real serious podcast, so let's just do comedy. Let's just do questions with LER. Go ahead. What'd you say? Your battery died on here. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can.
All right, one question off the bat.
Your battery's about to die on this receiver.
Oh. Okay, well, let's make it quick then. I got one. Would you rather pay for sex or get paid for sex?
I'd rather pay for sex.
My mic died.
I'm sorry. Can you hear yourself?
I'd rather get paid because if I'm getting paid, I'm gonna fuck harder.
You really think so?
Yeah, because you gotta, how can I tell you? You gotta, what's the worst that word? You gotta produce, you know what I mean? You gotta make.
Oh, you feel that little bit of pressure, huh?
Yeah, you got that pressure. You
got that pressure behind that pump.
If you were to pay for it, you're like, whatever.
We got that pressure behind that pump. I guess you pump a little bit harder, huh? And you go a little bit longer.
Even though we're men, we always say, we can get paid for sex. Why not, right?
Yeah, but some niggas come in minutes.
Yeah, but we would do women though, not men.
I said niggas come in minutes. Women can get fucked for hours. I think it's a little bit less for like the pressure to be getting to fuck on camera.
Yeah,
is
but
less
it
for
wasn't saying
women.
it was a pressure towards women. It's just asking you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm still in serious mode. But I rather pay for sex.
I'd rather get paid just for the simple reason, not that I would do it, but just I'll know that I gotta be on top. Of it.
Yeah.
I gotta be on point. You know.
I'd rather just pay for sex and just get my dick rolled and then let me bust a nut.
You a sick fuck. Anyways,
Yeah.
next question. You got another one?
Yeah. What is something that you really resent paying for?
Maybe pets. People neglecting pets when they don't.
No,
They don't
something that you resent
You
paying
personally,
for. You personally. Not people. You. What's something that you resent paying for?
There's no
some
certain drugs.
no. People starving. Like
What? You resent? You don't want to pay people for
no, like
a charity?
yeah, and they take their money. No,
Oh, okay. You see, but that's different with charities because some of that money don't all the way go.
because
Doesn't go all
sometimes
the
it
way to
makes
the
you.
charities.
Sometimes, well,
But-
maybe I get it wrong, but you're right. Sometimes you just pay for something you're not gonna get.
I regret paying for cable, bro. Cable. I regret paying for cable.
All right. What about this? What do you think you are much better at than you actually are?
Sex. Sex all the way.
You think,
Cause you be pumping yourself up. Oh yeah, I'm beating that pussy up. Oh yeah, I'm doing that.
but you're really not that good.
Yeah. Cause you never know what you're doing. You know, like every girl's different. Every girl's different.
Well, let him finish his question, you retard.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ler. That was it. Oh, your mic keeps dying, man. Yeah, your mic keeps dying, man. Yeah, let's wrap this one up. This has been H&M.
And we out.
We out. See y'all.
Okay, this one sucked.